Love that theme music.
Nice.
Hi there, welcome to Real Talk Radio with Mark and Nikki, where we take a look at what's going on in the entertainment world, do some food reviews like we're doing today, a little taste test, share some funny stories, and poke a little fun at what's going on in the social media world. Coming up on the show today, we're going to do a taste test of one of Australia's more popular foods, which I'm not totally convinced of. I'm a little freaked out about it, just being honest. iPhone has launched its iOS 13. We're going to take a look at what's new and what's important to me anyway. We'll see if you guys think the same. I thought it was a great update. Turning a regular egg into a rubbery egg using just Coca-Cola and Pepsi.
Oh, that sounds like a very cool school science experiment.
It is. It looked pretty cool.
I like that. All right. So do you remember this old band, Men at Work?
Yeah, Men at Work. Yes.
Okay, you know the song Down Under?
Oh, yes.
Can we sing it?
No, I can't.
Okay.
You can sing, though.
So in one of the... it's not the chorus, but it says, buying bread from a man in Brussels. He was 6'4" and full of muscles, right?
Yes.
I said, do you speak on my language? He just smiled and gave me a...
Vegemite sandwich or something, right?
That's hilarious. No, it's a Vegemite.
Oh, Vegemite sandwich. I never knew what that was.
So
I thought it was
my whole life, I'm like, what is Vegemite? Like, what is it? Do you have any clue?
I think you're just awesome that you knew it was Vegemite.
Well, yeah. I've been singing it since I was 13 years old.
Well, I was singing Vegemite. I thought it had something to do with religion or something. I didn't know.
A Vegemite sandwich?
Vegemite sandwich. I had no idea. Yeah. Straight up, I thought that's what it was.
Do you know what Vegemite is?
I have no idea.
Okay, so I have no clue either until I looked it up. And now I'm going to educate you on what Vegemite is. So Vegemite is considered as much part of Australia's heritage as kangaroos and Holden cars. Now, I don't even know what Holden, Holden cars are. So it's probably like maybe a Ford to us. I don't know.
Okay, sure.
So it's actually an Australian obsession that has become a unique and loved symbol of the Australian nation. Now, a Vegemite sandwich to an Australian kid is equivalent to a peanut butter and jelly sandwich to an American kid.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So it should be good then.
Right. But they say it tastes quite different.
Like what?
So I don't know. I want to taste it.
I'm going to smell it.
And then, before I tell you what it's made of, let me just say that Australian children are brought up on Vegemite from the time they are babies. And it said that Australians are known to travel the world with a small jar of Vegemite in their luggage for fear of not being able to find it in America.
Well, it's got to be good then.
So did you know that 22.7 million jars of Vegemite are manufactured in Australia every year?
But how many are eaten?
That's 235 jars per minute. And there are 30 jars are sold in Australia for every one that's exported. And Vegemite is in 9 out of 10 pantries in Australia. So it's extremely, extremely popular.
Wow.
I do have the ingredients and the history, but here's what I'm going to say about it.
Okay.
They say if you really want to eat it properly, you're going to put it on fresh bread. So this is as fresh as it gets in my place. Thank you, Mrs. Butterworth. Or no, that's something else. Thank you, Miss Barron. And you're going to put butter on it. So I've already got the butter here on it.
We have to put butter on it too?
Well. And
it's not going to be toasted?
No, it says it's best to eat it like this. And I did wash my hands, I promise.
Okay.
All right. So, there was bread. Oh, there's the butter. All right. So do you want to do the honors? But I don't want you to read what it is.
No, but I won't read the ingredients.
Okay.
I'll keep it honest, but I want to smell it.
I do too.
Because I'm going to be like...
nervous, but I'm going to say something. I'm prepared.
I'm nervous.
This is not just water today.
See, I've got my Zing.
Bourbon. I'm just kidding.
Brand new can of Zing. I'm ready to go.
There you go.
Seriously.
So this is peppermint oil in here. So you know that really freshens your breath. So
yes.
If this is going to... I've got something.
I know you don't have a real big threshold. No way.
I can already smell it.
Oh, is it bad?
It smells like hot dogs.
Really? Oh, come on. Nobody eats a hot dog spread.
How do you spread your hot dog? Very thin. Oh.
It looks like tar from here.
I can't. I can't do it.
You can't quit before you even start.
Okay, fine. Get a big old whiff. Yummy.
Smells kind of familiar.
Really? Well, maybe it does to you. Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah, I do. Can I look now?
Sure, but I'm going to tell you because I have it all written down, all nice
for it.
and pretty. So Vegemite is one of several yeast extracts spread sold in Australia. It's made from leftover brewers' yeast extract. That's a byproduct of beer manufacture. So various vegetables and spices are added in there. So think of when they're making the beer and they get all that foam and they push it to the side. Well, now that's what it is. They add spices in it, and that's what it is. So that's like.
So it's a leftover.
It's leftovers.
It's a yeast extract, is what it says. That doesn't sound appetizing.
Well,
it doesn't smell like something I would.
So you heard the stats. It's almost in every, and babies are eating this. So.
It doesn't pour. It's like a spread, right?
What if it's really good?
I think it's moving a little bit.
If you're a prepper, what's the date on there? Does it have a date by your finger there?
So 1923. No.
No, not the year it was made. I'm just kidding.
I don't know if it has an.
It doesn't have an expiration date.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's in Australian. I can't read it.
That's funny.
That is funny. I don't know.
All right, mate. Let's try it.
Contains 44 portions.
Oh, geez.
44 portions in this bad boy.
So if you're a prepper, maybe this is something you want on your shelf.
I don't know.
It's a staple in Australia.
It doesn't smell like something I would eat.
Correct. Nor I. But we're going to.
I could see it maybe as a cooking ingredient, but not as a spread like peanut
stew?
butter.
Like a stew?
There's something wrong with Australians, I think. No offense, but.
Oh, it's like.
Seriously, how much of that do I have to eat?
Okay, look. I just did a little dab will do you. Oh, it looks like.
How does it spread?
Mommy, look what I made in the potty.
You're doing like the whole piece of bread.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to put it on thin.
Oh, thin. Okay.
Really thin.
Are you sure? It's supposed
It's like Nutella, the color of Nutella.
Yes.
But it's the consistency of like, I don't know. Mark, I gotta get it off this. I can't even have it. I've got to put it in the baggie so I don't smell it.
Well, are you going to spread the other?
No. God, no. I don't want a double stacker.
Oh, so it's not an open face deal.
Oh, can you imagine? Oops, I fell and getting that all over your face. Ew.
Well, just because you eat open faced sandwich doesn't mean you have to get it all over your face. Most people don't eat it like this. Okay, we have. I don't get a napkin or what?
Aw, no.
I don't know.
Okay. That's what it looks like. I didn't put a lot, guys. I'm going to show people. For those of you that are watching
us. Yeah, the Australians are probably going, that's not a sandwich.
It looks like you smeared crap on a piece of bread and called it lunch.
Don't be mean.
All right, here we go. Are you ready?
Just don't get it on the microphone, please.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Ready?
A good old bite. Like make it work.
Mark it work.
Is it good?
You bite into it.
He likes it. He likes it. Yay or nay?
Just try it. Oh, that's not a bite. Come on, that's not a bite.
I can't.
You're so dramatic.
It's like, oh my gosh, it's like a bouillon cube. You know what that is?
All I can taste is the bread.
Like a bouillon. When you're making soup, you have beef bouillon.
Bouillon.
Yeah.
It's not bouillon. It's bouillon. Seriously, I feel like I got gypped. I mean, I don't think you put it on enough. Because all I really tasted is this how you make peanut butter sandwiches? Here, kid, here's one jar of peanut butter lasts you 8 years.
Try it. Well, I already taste it. It's like gross to me.
I want to give
like
it
a meat spread.
I want to give it a fair shake.
Okay, so seriously, a beef bouillon. I can't say that properly.
There.
But
see, now that's.
Oh, Mark. Show the people.
I think that's a fair. I want to give it a fair test. You're not really giving it a fair test.
I tasted it.
Why are you waving?
Oh God, because it stinks. It smells like.
You're funny.
It smells like beef. Oh.
Some things are better. Like you need more of it.
Oh. Is it tasty?
I'm trying to.
Would you order it if you went to an Australian restaurant?
No, I wouldn't feed that to my child. I wouldn't feed it to my cat. What's the rest of that?
Anyway, it says it's thick like peanut butter. It's very salty, and it tastes like, well, let's just say that it has an acquired taste. So do you remember this movie, Crocodile Dundee?
Yeah.
So in his video, it says, or in that movie, it says, it tastes like, but you can live off of it. That's what I'm giving that. I'm giving it. So that's a negative.
But I want to be, I want to be fair. So, do they actually just make it like they just put it on bread?
Yeah. what it says.
They put it on bread and that's it, right? It's not like
bread and crackers.
Well, crackers is a different story than white bread.
Vegetable. Yeah, so it's very dark reddish brown, almost black in color, and one of the richest sources known of vitamin B.
Okay.
You just got your vitamins on.
Yeah, I did.
Here's the lid if you want to keep that. You want to get it at your local grocery. It's $8.99, and that's got 44 servings. That would last me at least 19 years.
Yeah.
2 hurricanes and a blizzard for me to get through that bad boy there.
Yeah, I want to say it says like 1,000% of your vitamin B1.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's a 5.
So maybe a good way to take that would be in a capsule. And either go up or down.
Can you imagine putting that into a capsule? I mean, seriously.
Well, you made a comment earlier. It's like an additive, or if you make beef stew and just stir a spoon in there, maybe it would give it a nice little flavor.
Yeah, it seems like it would be something you would use in cooking or something like that. But other than that, it'd have to be acquired taste. I mean, because if a kid's looking at this or peanut butter, you're going for peanut butter.
Unless you're allergic.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Is there any nuts in that?
I hope not.
So did you say what it was made out of?
Yeah, so it says it's leftover.
That's right, yeast.
Yeast extract,
a
byproduct of beer manufacturers, and various vegetable and spice additives. So I don't know what vegetables are. Apparently,
it's barley,
it's the
wheat.
It's the vegetables that have been fertilized with real crap because that's what it tastes like.
Celery. Yes, contains celery. It's all in bold.
So,
celery.
But now I have a minty fresh mouth, so it doesn't bother me anymore.
Wow, that is so crazy.
I'm going to just let you put the lid on that. That would be awesome.
I think I want to leave it like that.
And fan it over.
I love it.
Oh, wow.
These taste tests are amazing. They're fun.
It is fun, right? So this is cute. So
the packaging's nice.
I went over to World Market. There's one here in San Antonio, and they're all over. You can order this stuff online too. And I walked in, and they know me now. They're like, "Hey, how's it going? What are you looking for today?" I said, just something unusual. So the guy, he says, "Well, come back here." And he showed me 2 or 3 items. I'm like, "Those are perfect. Those are perfect." Then he took me over and to the dessert area. It's like, "Oh, that's from China.
Oh,
that's cool." So we've got some desserts coming.
Cool.
We got another dessert. That's where I got the crickets from last week.
Yeah.
And then he left. I was like, perfect. I'm just going to take a look around for my personal use now. Check out like some jambalaya, some rice, some stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Then he came back. He's like, actually, there's one more thing you might be interested in. And it was a Vegemite. So I followed him on the other side of the store, and he's like, this right here.
Does he know that we do this show?
Uh-huh. He knows. So shout out to you, Ryan. Thank you. The Vegemite was a no for me.
Yeah, I'm guessing most of this stuff is going to be a no.
No, actually, I'm excited about the next one.
Okay, cool.
You'll like it. You like bacon?
I do like bacon.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah.
Yep, it's Australian kangaroo.
There are some bacon haters out there.
Kangaroo bacon. Bacon is not it can be anything. You can have turkey bacon, chicken bacon, bacon.
How about regular bacon?
And kangaroo bacon.
All right, let me do a short commercial break to plug our other podcast, which is the sponsor for this one. If you guys are watching on video, Of course, you're seeing the branding everywhere of CBD and Essential Oil Talk Radio. That's because that show is actually funded, and it funds this show that we just felt like we had a lot more to say, so we wanted to get on and do this. So, but we encourage you guys to check out our CBD and Essential Oil Talk Radio podcast, where we share important insight, stories, recipes, and we have some fun over there, too. Our CBD and Essential Oil broadcast is heard by listeners in over 30 countries. It is truly a worldwide phenomenon, which I'm proud of being a part of it. So if you're interested in learning how CBD and essential oils can benefit your family, be sure to tune in. If you would like us to send you a quick overview about essential oils, if you're curious, like Nikki got the bad taste out of her mouth using peppermint, which peppermint flavoring in water is amazing. But if you want to learn a little bit more about essential oils and how you can roll them into your life, they are very, very healthy and good for you, then text the word oils to 210-910-4174. That's 210-910-4174. You can get more information in the details below or visit eotalkradio.com. All right, so Apple has recently launched their newest iOS update, iOS 13. I think I've got my slides out of order here, but yeah, I do. All right, so let me go through some of the features that I'm most excited about. So first off, they have a dark mode now. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. Have you done the update on your phone yet?
Yes, I did do the dark mode. I don't like it.
You didn't like it, so you switch it back?
No,
Probably a battery saver. What's that?
I don't know how to switch it back.
Okay, well, we can show you how to do that.
All right, cool.
So the dark mode, of course, is especially useful in low light environments. Of course, when I was a cop back in the day, you had, you're out patrolling at night. Be nice. So if you're working at night, you're using your phone in low light situations. Be a great setting for you to have. You can set it to where it turns on automatically at sunset, which I think is pretty cool. And then, of course, it works in various apps such as your calendar, notes, and your settings, and then other apps that are, getting on the dark mode bandwagon, I guess you'd say. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so it's a cool new feature for folks they're excited about it. Location tracking. So this is an update now in location tracking that I've got up here on the screen now. So before, you open up an app and it says, okay, will you let them track you or not track you? You're like, well, yeah, I kind of need it, right?
Track you.
So like if you're
allow
using,
or don't allow.
Right. So
so I've never read them. I don't know what they say. I just say don't allow. I don't even know what it means.
Well, if you're using Yelp, for example,
nope. Okay.
then it will help you find restaurants and stuff that you're looking for that are close by you. So super helpful on that. But the thing is that they take advantage of those features, right? And they're sucking that data up on a regular basis for whatever their nefarious reasons are, right? Or it may be good reasons, but whatever. But now you can get it to where it'll say, do you want it to ask next time as well? So in other words, every time you go to use that app, it'll ask, hey, do you want to allow them to do that? So it's a feature that Apple has now put into the software so that it can help you maintain better privacy as you want to. So, yeah. All right. And then, so there's a new photo library interface that is super easy to navigate. I really love it. Have you opened up the photos yet?
Yes.
On this bad boy? Okay. Have you done well, we can just do it. If you guys are watching on video, I'll just show you a little bit. But so when you go to all photos, you got a whole grid of them, right? All the photos.
Well, Recents, favorite, Instagram.
Right. So when you're scrolling on them, you'll see at the top left now it has the date of where you're at. Like mine says October 6th, 2019. But if you start to scroll up, it changes. October 5th, September 30th, September 26th. As you're scrolling down, the date in the upper left-hand corner will change on you.
I don't have that.
Okay, well, that's not a big deal. Well, yeah, you should have it if you updated, right?
Yeah, but I don't have it.
Okay. Well, so now if you take and now pinch the photos.
Like this screen?
Yeah, pinch it. Oh, you haven't done the update.
Yes, I did.
No, you don't have the full update. Which phone do you have?
The iPhone 10.
Okay, well, it should be there.
I don't have the 3 camera. I have the one before the 3.
Right, that's the same one I have.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, so as you can see on mine, well, so there was an update for 13, and then there was an update 13.1, 0.2, and 0.3. So my guess is that...
Yeah, I just did one. Because I do have the darker or the lighter screen. And then I also, now when I'm halfway here, it's like, ding, you will be home in 12 minutes.
Ooh, I like that.
And I'm like, but that's not my home. They think that this is my home because I work here so much.
Yeah, right. So anyway, what I really like about that pinch feature thing is because it's really easy to navigate your photographs and to look for what you're looking for. You know what I mean? Nice. So I really enjoy that part of it. So, but on top of that, there's a redesigned, well, I have to come back to it because I've got my stuff out of order here, but there's a redesigned volume. So now when you do the volume on this, so you push the button, it's in the upper left-hand corner, which is super cool on the screen. So this is the one.
Mine goes across the top. Watch. Oh, well, I just took a picture. It's there.
Is it? Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, yours is all jacked up.
I hate
yeah,
them.
so no, but like on the screen there, the slide that I have up there, the volume's on the left-hand corner up by the volume buttons, and you can actually, when you do that, when you push the button there, you can actually take and move it up and down to adjust the volume as well. It's a cool feature, but what they wanted to do is get it out of the way because it was in the middle of the screen, right? It's kind of blocking everything every time you go to adjust the volume on stuff. But anyway, just kind of cool. So there's a quick path typing. So when you're sending a text now, you can just swipe and spell your words by swiping.
That's right. I did that. And it was weird how I could, if I said start, S-T-A-R-T, right, if I'm over here, but if I went all the way across, it wasn't picking up all the letters. It knew what I was going to do.
Yeah.
So that's kind of weird.
No, it's good. It's very intuitive that way. Yeah, big brother.
Yeah, exactly.
So also there's what they call direct cursor manipulation now. So before, like when you're typing something out and you make a mistake and you need to go back to a certain part, to a certain letter, and then backspace or whatever, now you do it and there's a magnifying glass that would come up and then you kind of click and drag. Well, now it's a lot easier to use. It's like a big cursor thing, and it's easier to kind of maneuver around now and get it to where you want it to be. So there's no magnifying glass. It's been changed, but it's much more user friendly. In the music section area now, they have lyrics. So there's a button now. It's on the left. Now, I tried to find it on a couple of songs that I have, but there was no updated lyrics for it. But when it's highlighted, right, you can actually press it, and then you can, like, karaoke it. You can sing along. You can get the lyrics as the song is playing.
For our Vegemite sandwich.
For our Vegemite sandwich,
For our Benjamite sandwich.
Benjamite. I thought it was Benjamite.
That's cute.
So there's some map updates as well. So they're really trying to get it more like Google Street View.
Okay.
So, but not in all the cities. Of course, they're adding more and more cities as they go along. So how'd you like to be one of those drivers going around the city that has the little bubble thing on the top and it's taking the...
Oh, that's weird.
That's how they do it. You know that, right?
No, I didn't know that.
You've never seen the Google ones?
No.
Yeah, they drive down the street. I've seen them on Nacogdoches here. They're driving down the street, and they've got that car with the tall framework on there and then the bubble on the top. And
I've never even heard of this before.
Oh, yeah. It's like a 360 view. That's how we get our street view. Yeah, people
so
drive
what if you're
around
out in the front yard in your underwear? I'm just saying.
Well, so they have to. No. This has come up where they have to, like your street address and stuff like that. They have to be very careful with that. So they have software now that blurs out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or what if you're in the witness protection program and they're like, dude?
That's a very good point. I think there was one that they found I don't know if they found a body, but they found a car.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, I saw that. I did see that.
You did?
Yeah, it was in back of a man's property. He was missing for like 20 years.
Okay, so the guy was in it, right?
Yeah, he was in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so, but from the air,
right,
you could see the car.
Of the lake. There was a lake
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sounds
pretty
a little
creepy,
fishy
right?
to me. Just kidding.
But where's my thing at? I don't think I got the last one.
Thank you.
All right. Well, anyway, I don't have the right sound effects, but anyway, so yeah, they're updating the maps to get that going. Photo editing. Now they have some really cool features now. Let me see if I've got that up on the screen there. Yeah, they do. So what is so cool about this, I'm not going to go through all the features, but they have all the usual stuff that you would expect, being able to adjust the warmth of it, the brightness, the contrast, exposure, all that kind of stuff. You can or you can do like a tilt the image kind of a thing. It's not actually 3D like that, but you can change the perspective of the image in there. But what's so cool is that it saves all of that. I'm going to call it metadata. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but it saves all of those steps, right? So I can send you the picture, so I've sent you whatever I sent you, but then I could actually go back to the same picture and go and adjust it. It didn't save it permanently.
Oh.
It's just saved where all of the settings are for every single picture. It does that.
That's unusual.
Well, so you can go back and reset it, or you can fine tune it.
You don't have to ever revert to original because it keeps the original.
Right. Yeah, which is very, very cool. And for videos too. So they've added the same feature for videos. And actually, when you're editing videos, you can actually zoom in now and do the fine tune.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Very cool.
Very, very high tech stuff. Not only that, but it's collaborative. So I could send you that with all of the stuff, and then you can go in and change it further from there.
Perfect.
So it's collaborative in nature, which I think is very, very cool.
And I'll have all this amazing, wonderful stuff, and I won't use it.
No, but
then they're like, "Oh, it's time." That was 4 phones ago.
Well, who's using it though is like my daughter would use that.
Yeah.
Of course, I would use it. I use it for photo stuff. I go in there and make adjustments and stuff like that. But like for my daughter Brooke, I mean, the younger generation is going to be all into this.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Remember when ATMs came out and the older generation was like, I don't know what that is. I'm not going to go use an ATM. Yeah, that's going to be us soon. Yeah. How bad is that? But anyway,
speak for yourself.
Super cool stuff. What I'll do is I've got a link to a really good YouTube video that I got this information, these screenshots from. I will include the video in the details of this podcast so that you guys can go and check it out. And this guy does a rundown on all of the new things that are going on in there. So pretty cool about that. All right, so how do you turn a regular egg into a rubbery egg? So this is, I took some stills. This is a video that's circulating on social media where they take this egg, they put it in a glass, and then they put Coca-Cola on top of about halfway, and then they fill the rest up with Pepsi. And I don't know why I don't know if you have to do both or what, but anyway, so they do that, and then they put a cup over the top of it. I don't know if that's the next slide. They put a cup over the top of it. Again, I don't know if that's important or what, but they let it set for 24 hours, and then they actually reached in, and the shell is gone. I don't know what the deal with that is. And then they pull out the egg, and you can see the little egg yolk in there, and then the clearness.
We got to try it. Let's try it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. We just need to get some Coke and Pepsi over at the dollar store and check it out.
All right.
But anyway, it's just interesting. So if you're interested, if your kids want to do an experiment and you guys have Coke and Pepsi around the house, maybe give it a shot.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. I think that's kind of cool.
And then do you eat the egg? Oh, would you eat it?
No, I absolutely would not eat it.
So the sugar has to be eating it. You know, they used to say that Coca-Cola could take rust off of a bumper. And some people clean their toilets with Coke.
Somebody who was in the Navy was saying that they would use it to clean, I don't know, rust or something off of something.
People drink those every day.
Yeah.
Clean out your pipe.
I used to.
I did too.
I used to drink
All right, so that's our show for today, right?
That's it. The Vegemite or the Vegemite.
Vegemite, yeah. Vegemite. I'm not a fan.
Wow.
And I served it the best possible way. It's set on bread with butter. Swirl it in. Use it very lightly. You like more? Less is more for me. All right. So remember that you can catch our latest podcast on all major podcast platforms. And if you're looking, I got the giggles. Just the thought of Vegemite. It's like, okay, are we going to put it in the trash? Am I going to take it home? Are you going to take it home? Anyway, so if you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, you can see that video because I know it's going to be hilarious. I can't wait to go back and see my face when I open that up because I could already feel it burning my nostrils. Anyway, so we're going to post a video of our shows there. And then the links to everything you need is going to be in the details below. So until next time, guys, keep it real. We'll see you soon.
Have a good one, guys. Enjoy it.